What a game of football. 92nd minute penalty, won it late. George Wells on his 100th appearance stepped up. What a game that was. How do you sum it up, Simon?
Well, actually, I've been standing in front of you, Irvin, saying how good the performances have been. Today I thought the first half performance we looked comfortable as you can do at 1-0, but you know it's a dangerous scoreline obviously. We didn't take a second, and then to be honest I thought they were a better team in the second half. I thought they caused us problems. I thought we looked passive, a little bit lacklustre, but is that because we've played so many games in such a short time? I'm not sure. I'll have to look back at the game, but definitely in the second half they were the better team, and they will be very, very disappointed they didn't get anything out of it. But like we've sat here at other games, how haven't we got something out of the game? How have we lost that game? And today was definitely one of those where I felt we won ugly, and we got there in the end, hook or by crook.
I thought we dominated in the first half and the early stages of the second half as well, but I think there was a kind of a drop off in tempo in the last 20-30 minutes. Do you boil it down to fatigue maybe?
I totally agree with you, Irvin. Fatigue, I think, losing an in particular player up top, I think that changed it. Where we're putting balls into areas and we didn't sort of make it stick or flick it. So we did change the shape at the end and play players in their positions. So we did change the shape. To answer your question, yeah, I'm guessing it's because we've played so many games in such a short time, and we look like the walking wounded at the end. So we're gonna have to patch up, man up, and go again Tuesday.
Yeah, and just about that tactical change, you went from a back five to a back four. So it's kind of interesting because Joe Peters got pushed into midfield. So what was the thinking behind that change?
Joe Peters for legs in there, because we did look leggy, and like I said, we just didn't look. We looked a bit passive in that 20 minutes. Stick to a back four, and then then they're not getting doubling up on the outside, so the wide players could stop it at source. It worked in the end, I suppose.
And ultimately, it was a moment of brilliance from Danilo, who chased down a long ball and won that penalty. And again, Danilo popping up for the team. So that moment of individual brilliance, how important was it for the team?
I didn't think Danilo had the greatest of games today. He's been a lot better. So not just Danilo, all the other boys, but that's Danilo for you. He does not stop going, and he's won that penalty through sheer not giving up, not quitting, and got his toe on the end of it, and it was a clear penalty. But yeah, fair play to him, because when you're not performing, the bare minimum you've got to give is effort, and so full credit to him.
And obviously Sam Merson scored, but he came off injured. Just a quick update on his injury, and how well did we cope without him on the pitch today?
I think we struggled without him. I thought we struggled because of his leap and how well he can link it up. But I don't think it's nothing serious. We're going to get him looked at, and hopefully he'll be ready for Tuesday.
And the games come quick and fast, as you said, Tuesday, Egham Town. So, are you going to rotate the squad? How are we going to manage this really, intense run of fixtures?
The answer is I don't know. I'm going to sleep on it tonight because we've got some legs that come on. So it could be changes. It definitely could. But I need to sleep on that.
Right. And Egham, they haven't played much in the league this season. Do we know anything about them, and how are we going to prepare for that?
Well, we know they got promoted, and we've played them when we was in the division. They're a strong side. They do well this year, I'm sure. And I don't see, like I said to you millions of times, Irvin, there's on any day any team can beat you, and when you're at it, you could beat anybody. So I'm expecting a tough game from Egham. But we've won 4 out of 4 now, and now the challenge is, can we go 5-5 on Tuesday night?
Yeah, I'm sure we can. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Irvin.